I don't want to be on a ventilator here. It hurts a lot when I talk because it takes a lot of strain. I love you guys.
Honestly, I can't remember my life without MS. I had these pins and needles in my fingers, and he goes, "You probably have a slip disc." After 2 weeks, I lost all sensation in my left arm. So that's when I decided I needed to get a neurologist. Did an MRI on me, and he goes, "These can't be your MRIs. You're not the picture of someone with MS. What am I supposed to do?" So he immediately put me on a steroid for a week. So I had an IV in me. I took it out of my body. This is not how I want my life. Dr. Mark Cassione, that's here in Tampa, usually it's about 7 months to get in to see him. I went in and saw him the next week. I think as active as you are, Brad, I'm gonna put you on an interferon. An injection like someone with diabetes, it's every other day. The pins and needles has not gone away. So as I sit here, both my legs are asleep, both my arms are asleep, and half my face is numb. This is my life. This is the way I have to live it, and I gotta take the bull by its horn and go by what I have, because there's no cure for MS yet. I'd probably have to say that it's depression is part of MS, unfortunately, and my body hurts. I've battled it. I battle it today still. I've reached that point where I thought, I can't take this anymore. People judge a book by its cover, but you have no idea what's going on inside me right now. To overcome that, the man upstairs controls me, and I just do what I can do each and every day to better myself. MS Society is like another family to me. My first week, I kind of hid my symptoms, so I decided to open up. I reached out to them probably a week and a half, 2 weeks into me being diagnosed with MS, and it was the first time I got on Facebook. It was to reach out to others that were living with MS, because I wanted to hear from other men and women of what they were living through. Highs, is able to get on my bike and ride. I'll go back 17 years to when I was diagnosed. I used to ride both my kids on a cruiser bike about 3 miles outside of my house and 3 miles back. My second year into MS, I rode in my first bike ride, and I rode with 3 of my neighbors. One of my neighbor's brothers has MS. He goes, "Brad, I ride for my brother." He goes, "You need to ride with us. I think that you should do the 25 miles. And I said, "The hell with that. I'm doing 100 miles. You guys know me. I like to work out, and I will manage myself somehow to do the 100 miles. And it'll be 17 years this year that I've rode the Century every year and haven't missed a beat with that. So getting involved with the MS Society with the bike or the walk has led me into new friends, new families. That's made me a better person for my own wife and for my own kids. And if it wasn't for MS, I wouldn't have this extended family that I have out there with the MS Society. God has blessed me with MS to be able to reach out to people in the community that are worse off than me and try to help them. Very grateful and thankful for you doing what you're doing to spread the word out of what MS is and what it's like living with MS. Carlos from UBC, University Bike Center, to allow us to use his bike center here. What up? Eden Quayle and the MS Society. I thank them, my second family, for what they do, and for my wife allowing me to be out here today, and my two sons, Zach and Jake. You guys are my inspiration, and your dad will continue to fight until there is a cure in our lifetime. And I hope that this video can really capture the hearts of people to understand that this is a disease that does not get talked about enough. It's a quiet disease. I don't wish this disease on anyone because it hurts. And I live through it, I fight through it, and I'm gonna continue to fight through it until there's a cure one day. And hopefully you'll interview me and say, Brad, remember when we interviewed you? And now we're interviewing you, there's a cure. That's my hope. So I thank everyone that participated in this, the whole crew. Thank you guys so much for taking the time for this. I don't allow MS to define me. I define MS.
Take the tension to the bed and take me